Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the first episode of the Player to Player podcast. My name is Kirk,
I'm Luke.
and we're Player to Player. So first up, we are talking about Elden Ring. Luke, what do you think?
Good. I haven't played it.
You haven't played it. Excellent. Good
Kirk.
thing we all did our homework.
What do you think?
I love it. I'm like 9 or 10 hours in.
Okay. Have you played a Souls game before?
No, first time.
Okay. So what do you think of the
I'm
format?
getting my butt kicked.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It hurts emotionally. And I've thought about giving up several times.
Well, I think in the words of our cousin Daniel, get good, chump.
Yeah, well, I think scrub is what he says actually. But
Whatever.
yeah, I think it's tough, especially having it be my first Souls game.
Totally.
Because it assumes a lot of you. It assumes that you've played Souls games before. It assumes that you have
I've kind of heard that's like every Souls game though. Like I heard that about Sekiro,
yeah,
and
maybe.
I heard that about. I feel like that's just kind of their franchise. Like they know the people who play them
sure
are
yeah.
Souls games players, and
Well, my point is it doesn't tell you anything.
right.
It doesn't explain its mechanics very well. It gives you a really basic tutorial. You go through this first little catacomb area, and it will explain to you, like parrying and rolling and blocking and all that stuff. But it's a full-on RPG. It is full of mechanics. Like it's very deep and it's fun to learn. But there is some essential stuff that you can just straight up miss. The first shop you come across, he sells a crafting kit,
Yeah.
and he doesn't tell you that. You have to scroll through his shop and find it.
Oh.
Or you just can't craft.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And that's like an essential part of the game. So I chose a samurai. So I have a katana and a bow. And in order to get arrows, you have to craft them or find them on a body or buy them. But crafting is by far the easiest way to do it early game. And I just didn't know you could craft. Like I thought it would
That's
come
awesome.
eventually through story,
Sure.
like everything. Like that's how you get your horse is just through progressing the story. But the crafting was just absolutely not there. I had to Google it. Like I had to look up a YouTube video, and I'm hearing that that's kind of just the way these games work. Is it's community based.
Yeah.
You have to watch YouTube videos. You have to read forums. And so like the first boss is a perfect example, right? So I fought him what felt like 150 times. It probably was more like 30 or 50, but it was a lot.
That's insane.
Like over and
That's
over and
so
over. The nice thing about this one though is that the boss runbacks are not as bad. The checkpoints are a lot more frequent. Because this one's not linear like the previous Souls games.
Okay.
Like we mentioned, but it's because of that they can't just like drop them sparsely down a path. They have to kind of spread them out. And so as you find them, you get your checkpoints, and you can kind of they're more forgiving, right? So specifically with the first boss, one of the first mandatory bosses, the spot of grace is what it's called, is right outside his arena. So
Okay.
you just go back and back and back and just get punished and punished and punished, and man, it gets really.
Are there difficulty settings on Souls games, or are they
No,
just hard?
no, they're just really hard.
Okay.
Yeah. That is a topic that Souls fans don't even appreciate being brought up.
My bad.
So,
I was just curious. That's all. I'm gonna have to make my first apology video.
your first YouTube apology video. You can use my kitchen floor if you like. But yeah, it's really fun. I'm really enjoying it. I finally beat my first real boss, and that felt really good.
Nice.
And now I get it.
Definitely.
Prior to that, dealing with the obtuse mechanics and honestly, like, again, I'm only 10 hours into a potentially 300-hour game. I'm not feeling the 10 out of 10. I'm feeling a solid 8, 8.5, maybe even 9, but I don't.
Interesting.
I don't see a 10. There's too many things that they just don't tell you. There's too many things that are hard for no reason, and the graphics are great, but it's a last gen game. It's not a next gen game.
So that's a really good point to bring up, because I think when people are talking about rating games, I think the new player experience should have some kind of factor in
I think
the
so
rating,
too.
you know, and that's really hard to do from the like from the stance of a Souls fan who's been a fan forever.
Of course.
You know, but I mean, it seems like it's getting phenomenal reviews.
It's
it
got
looked
crazy
like
tens.
maybe it wasn't the release on PC wasn't super smooth.
No, it's unplayable.
Oh, completely unplayable.
Yeah,
Wow.
Like you need a gamepad, like a controller,
Uh-huh.
and you can't pair one. So
What?
going back is not possible.
Nice.
So you can go forward through the character creation, but if you get like into hair, you can't back out and you're done.
Oh my gosh.
So you have to exit the game.
Wow, that's pretty bad.
It's bad. FromSoft's PC ports are notoriously bad.
Oh really?
But this one it's straight up not playable. I don't know if that's changed already. I mean, it's been a few days. But they need to fix it like ASAP, because
yeah, absolutely.
I've heard people. I drove a guy in my Uber this weekend.
Yeah.
Who already got his refund because he was
Wow.
just like, yeah, I'm
Wow,
not
that's
doing
crazy.
That. So, and I don't blame him.
Console Master Race.
That's what I said. I was like PC Master Race right here. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I think you should try it.
I will eventually. It'll probably be the first.
How
Souls
are
game
you
that I
with
play,
like infuriatingly difficult games? Do you just throw up your hands, or are you down to like try it if you know it's hard?
Yeah,
like,
I enjoy it. You know, like I played the first Modern Warfare on Veteran, and I specifically all gillied up, and the following, you know, the sniper levels from that game.
Yeah,
those are hard on hard on normal, you know, but Veteran, it was completely something else. I mean, even
that's
some
different
other
though, because
levels
you can work up to that. You can do New Game Plus. You can.
Well, right. No,
Elden Ring is like
understand
start
that,
the game and die.
Totally, but I mean that's similar to. I mean, it is different in the way that you know the map layout.
I think I've died already more in
but...
Elden Ring games than I have in Mario games.
Wow,
that's not true.
That's a lot. But my point is, I do like challenging stuff. It is very satisfying when you finally beat it.
Yeah,
you know. So
yeah.
I mean, not to say I'm not saying I expect Elden Ring to be as hard as Modern Warfare on Veteran. You know, I'm sure it's more difficult than that, but. You know, I'm.
So the first
eventually I will give it
this
a
boss
shot.
I just finished.
Yeah.
Is he's called Margit, the Fallen Omen or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
He is so difficult that they included an item specifically to nerf him for the boss fight. So
Wow.
if you go and find that item, it makes the boss fight significantly easier. He is. Essentially, he is a mid game Dark Souls boss level
Wow.
of difficulty, and so when I found that out, I felt much better that it took me so long.
Sure, totally.
So, yeah, but the cool thing about this Souls game, if you will, that's different than the other ones is if you get stuck on a boss in Dark Souls, you are stuck on that boss in Dark Souls. You're
Right.
stuck.
Yeah.
In this, you can leave
Right.
and you can go
Yeah,
do
because it's all open world. So
400 hours of content and come back.
wow. Yeah,
Like
that's awesome.
it's not only is it open world, I would not compare this to open world games for the size of it. This is like a small MMO.
Wow.
It is stupid massive.
That's crazy.
I found this elevator down in the middle of the forest, and it's like an ancient technology arcane elevator, right? And I went down for what seemed like 2 full minutes.
Sure.
It was just going and going and going, and I passed like 3 levels of massive underground catacombs before I got to the bottom where this this underwater river is, and there's stars underneath and like galaxy looking stuff in the sky.
Sure.
And it's just as huge down there, and you can't fast travel. Though that's the only way to get down there is through the elevator.
Huh, that's crazy.
So the game is huge, but in terms of quality, I would not I wouldn't rank them this way, but I'll put these in the same kind of pool. We've got Elden Ring, Red Dead Redemption 2, Breath of the Wild.
Wow.
Like this, it's that kind of game. In terms of the open world amount of things to do,
sure,
the level of interesting interactions that there are. Like, you know how in Red Dead you would just ride your horse down the street and something cool would happen.
Right.
Like that's just, you could play Red Dead for 15 minutes and have a good time.
Totally.
Elden Ring is the same way.
That's cool. That's super cool.
Yeah. So I think you should play it. I think everybody should play it. That being said, I don't think it's for everybody. So if you can get a demo or if you can play it at a friend's house, try it. But it took me like 4 or 5 hours before I was like, I'm gonna keep going. You know.
Wow.
So next up we have the Pokemon Presents, which I so unfortunately called the Pokemon Direct in my YouTube video, and I'm so sorry. I will never do that again. I probably will do it again, and I'm sorry in advance. I will be using the kitchen floor right after Luke's done with it. But we got Gen 9. We got the Gen 9 reveal.
We got a Gen 9 announcement.
Which is okay, so we got Sword and Shield.
Yep.
2020, right? Was it 2019?
No, it was I gotcha.
Swab and Shivered is what I just typed into. Oh, Sword and Shield, autocorrect. Thank you. Sword and Shield 2019. Okay.
Yeah, November
so
15,
19, 20, 21, 22, 4 years. That seems right. 4 or 5 years. But it feels so fast because
that's crazy.
Well, when did Let's Go come out? Before Sword and Shield?
Let's Go was before. Let's Go was released with the Switch.
No, it didn't. Came out after. 18. Switch came out.
Right, because they had the Switch edition. But it didn't release with the Switch. They had a special edition.
Right. So it hasn't really been that long, but it feels, or it has been like it's solid. 4 or 5 years generally is in between generations. But they've packed so much into those years. Like we got the mobile games, we got Pokemon Unite.
Yeah.
We're getting regular updates for Pokemon Go. They did the EX, Masters, Let's Go Cafe.
In the last year, we got
Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl.
Yep, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl,
and
Pokemon
Arceus.
Unite.
Unite.
Right, and Arceus.
Yeah.
And then we're already getting Scarlet and Violet.
Scarlet and Violet.
Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah, they come out this fall.
Right, yeah. And so do you think that with the quick release of Scarlet and Violet that after the Arceus DLC there won't be more support for Arceus? Or do you think they'll continue to support Arceus through the launch of Scarlet and Violet?
I think they'll keep supporting it. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest, if it's going to be through the release. Let me just pull this up here. Okay, so here we have the environments. This looks really good.
Yeah. No, it looks great. It also it seems maybe open world.
It has to be. Like this looks like Arceus.
Yeah. Yeah, no, which is super exciting for me because it's kind of funny. I don't think there's a franchise that I care more about that I have like never played before.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I played Pokemon Snap on the 64, but I was little. I don't really remember that,
right.
You know. But I always liked the Pokemon from Smash Bros and everything. You know, but the only Pokemon game that I've put a significant amount of time into is Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
And I mean, like I love Pokemon Go. I still think it's a great game. Me too. It's so much better now than it was originally, and it's kind of unfortunate it took them so long to make it good because now all my friends don't play anymore. But
and I'm not into it as much, and I've already spent like $150 on it.
Right. But yeah, no. So I mean, like it's just exciting for me because I'm definitely gonna play Arceus, and if this follows the same path as Arceus, then I'm definitely gonna play.
Well,
this
I think it'll be different. I think it will be more like the traditional Pokemon games, where you get your starter, you battle gyms, you go,
right.
you have Victory Road and all of that. But it looks like it'll be an open world version of that, and that's what I've always wanted.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
Arceus was a departure in a lot of ways, and that's why I liked it so much, was because it was so different.
Right.
But I think this will take a lot from Arceus, a lot from the normal mainline games, and bring them together. That's just what I'm hoping.
I love that. That sounds great to me.
I hope they keep all. There were so many quality of life upgrades in Arceus. Just being able to switch Pokemon and Pokeballs on the fly before you start a battle.
Right.
They took all the held items out. They simplified the combat. They added new things to the combat, like strong style and swift style, I think.
Okay.
And it's a lot more interesting, and it's a lot more streamlined, and it's way more fun, and it's just so quick. It's like boom, 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 you're done. Whereas like you would do a move, and then wait for an animation, and then wait for their reaction. And then it would say, oh, you hit him. Yeah, like, no kidding. And then you have to, oh, super effective. Fantastic. And then it's like, oh, now he's going to, it just took so long. And this is like, hit, done, super effective, no problem. So, yeah, I hope they keep most of that stuff. I'm fine if they get rid of some of the mechanics from Arceus. This already looks better than Arceus graphically.
Yeah,
absolutely. And Sword and Shield. So, I think... I mean, they didn't include some of the shots that impressed me the most.
I mean, and
the one with the Psyducks in the rain looked awesome.
Right. Yeah, no,
there was another shot similar to this one where that looks like ray tracing.
That looks really good. And all the starters look good too. Pull the starters back up.
The starters look great. Okay, so here's the question, Luke. Who are you going with? We got Sprigatito. I wonder if they have the names in here. Sprigatito, Fuecoco, and Quaxley.
Quaxley.
You're going Quaxley?
Of course.
He's so cute.
Easily.
He's really cute. Yeah.
I mean, pretty much always the water starter is your go-to? Is my favorite from the Pokemon.
Yeah, the water starters are sweet. I normally go fire. I think I'm going to go grass, dude. That is a cute cat. And
that's true.
Dude, if it turns out to be like a wolf or something, that was the first thing I thought when I saw it. A grass wolf would be really good, but a fire crocodile, that is so sweet.
That's pretty awesome.
So
I mean, all of them look really good. I really like the design of all three of them. I'm excited. I think it'll be.
It's the hardest choice I've had in 3 or 4 generations. Probably. Yeah, it looks good. I'm really excited. I'm hoping it's the best of both worlds. Let's see. They do have some things that they've confirmed. They have confirmed it will be open world, but what exactly that means.
Sure.
But here's a cool line from the Pokemon Company. It says, you'll be able to see the Pokemon of this region in the skies, in the seas, in the forests, on the streets, all over.
Wow.
You'll be able to experience the true joy of Pokemon series battling against wild Pokemon in order to catch them, now in an open world game that players of any age can enjoy.
That's awesome.
That sounds cool to me.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's super cool.
So, that's all my thoughts on Pokemon. Luke, do you have anything else?
No. I'm just that it sounds great. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I hope it's as good as it.
Definitely. Now, which one are you picking up? Scarlet or Violet?
Well, which one are you picking up? I always pick it based on what everyone else picks up, because normally there's one that edges the other one out. But if you think about it, this is Red and Blue 3, because we had Red and Blue, then we had Ruby and Sapphire, and now we have Scarlet and Violet, which is
Violet is not blue.
Oh, Scarlet's not red, but it kind of is.
Well, it's Ruby and Sapphire is more red and blue than Scarlet and Violet is.
That's true, but still,
I'll probably go with Violet.
Violet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think purple will be popular. I think red will not be as popular, so I'll probably pick Scarlet. Because then I have the most options. I don't care, right?
Sure.
Because I'm gonna get both anyways.
Yeah.
I get the double pack, and then I'll play the one that everybody else isn't playing, because then I have all the people to trade with. So I don't know. I'm not attached to it like everybody else is. But okay, we're talking about Call of Duty.
Yeah. So
What happened, Luke? Fill everybody in.
Bloomberg broke the report. They were the first one to report it. They said that 2023 Call of Duty is delayed. It's going to be pushed back into 2024.
That makes it the first Call of Duty in how long to not?
Almost 2 decades.
So like 18, 19 years?
Yeah, this is the first year in almost 2 decades where we haven't had a mainline Call of Duty release.
Wow.
Crazy.
So what would qualify as non-mainline?
Warzone.
Is that pretty much it?
Yeah. I mean, that I know of. I don't know. Maybe they've done some other stuff here and there. But as far as like a Call of Duty game, it's been 2 decades.
Yeah.
Now,
wow.
They did come out and say that we're going to get a new free-to-play game in 2023. And
yeah, Warzone 2, that's been in development, right?
So they didn't confirm that it's Warzone 2.
But what else would it be?
Well, here's the thing. So some people are let's roll this back a little bit. So 2023, it's Call of Duty is Treyarch.
Yeah.
Treyarch makes the good zombies games, right? With the exception of Vanguard, we don't talk about it.
But for the most part,
they make the good zombies games. So really, who this hurts the most is the zombies community,
right?
Because Vanguard is garbage, and we all hate it,
right?
And now we might not have anything until 2024. Now, with that said,
hopefully 2024.
They announced Treyarch is involved in the free-to-play game coming in 2023.
So you think it's zombies?
It's
the live service zombies.
So
that's what I've been saying.
Yeah, some people are speculating on it. There are some people. So the last DLC pack for Black Ops 3 was Zombies Chronicles.
Okay.
And they remade a bunch of the old maps and included a new one. So some people think that we might get a Zombies Chronicle 2 pack, which might come in the free-to-play version. That would be great for the zombies community.
Yeah.
That would be a good thing.
Yeah.
I don't see them fixing Vanguard at this point. Now we did find out that
it's just too
because
far.
of this there is the main guys, I can't remember the names off the top of my head, but the main guy, the main devs involved in zombies are not working on Vanguard. So it's still Treyarch doing it, but the big guys, the guys that make the good zombie stuff are not involved in Vanguard.
Comforting?
Yeah, no, it definitely is. So honestly, what it kind of seems like is
so they've been working on this longer than Vanguard then, probably, because if they didn't do zombies on Vanguard, they've probably been working on this.
On the 2023 Call of Duty, you mean?
Yeah.
The free-to-play one?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, but we just don't know what effect, how much they're working on it. We don't know what they're doing. All of the studios kind of help out each other to make Call of Duty games if they need to.
Okay.
They may give them different things. So we really don't know what Treyarch is doing. We all want it to be zombies, but it might not be. It might be 2024 till we get another Treyarch zombies game.
Okay.
It's possible that we get it with a free-to-play one, which would be great. I would love that.
Dude, I think the live service zombies is the way to go, because then it's just zombies. You log on, you know what you're doing. You're not messing around with other multiplayer stuff. It's not incentivized for you to cross progress between the multiplayer and zombies. You don't have to deal with that. You get on. It's always online. It's zombies. Yeah. They have hopefully local co-op, because that's the most fun playing zombies I've ever had. But hopefully that's the plan. I think zombies is perfect for live service. I think Call of Duty in general is perfect for live service, because they put millions and millions, honestly, well, probably not billions, but they put a lot of money into these games every single year.
Right.
And they just wouldn't have to if.
But here's the thing though, is they make money. They always sell millions.
But they would
copies.
make more money if they didn't.
Right. But so you always have your fans of the developers, right?
Yeah.
Like they like the difference that the developer brings.
Yeah.
Treyarch. So I would say Modern Warfare 1, Modern Warfare 2, Infinity Ward was the developer. That's the one everyone wanted to play.
Yeah.
But then Treyarch came around with Black Ops. Black Ops was a huge hit. Honestly, Black Ops 1 and 2 were phenomenal multiplayer games. Black Ops 3 was all right, but that's really when zombies really came in. The zombies in Black Ops 3 is still to this day the best zombies game, hands down.
I thought you liked Cold War zombies.
No, Black Ops 3 is better.
Wow.
Cold War is good, but it is not content-wise. It doesn't even touch Black Ops 3.
Yeah.
Black Ops 3 had the best point system. It had the best movement system. It was just overall a good game. Yeah. I mean, I don't remember where I was going with that. But basically Black Ops 3 good. It sucks we don't get anything till 2024. I do think, however, overall this will be a good thing for the game.
That's what I was gonna say. That was my take as soon as I heard this. It was thank God.
Yeah, so like
because
I'm glad about that.
Vanguard underperformed significantly.
Right. Well,
and what was last year's?
Before Vanguard was Cold War.
And that one also didn't do well.
No, Cold War did well, but Vanguard underperformed. Vanguard didn't perform as well as Cold War. And zombies in Vanguard, it released without a mainline Easter egg.
Well, yeah, but that's quality is what you're talking. But I'm just saying, right, exactly, in terms of sales, Vanguard
quality comes with time, is what I'm saying. So I'm saying that overall,
totally.
2024 is probably going to be a good thing for the game.
Yeah, I agree.
I would rather them delay it than rush it out. It's just a bummer that Vanguard is the last thing
one
we have.
Yeah,
totally.
Like
if it ended on Cold War,
it stinks that Vanguard
everyone
was
would
the
be
one.
super optimistic.
And it's a bummer that Treyarch is the next one. So,
right.
But guess what? I'm a Zelda fan, and I have to wait 5 to 6 years in between my releases. So you can chill the heck out. Plus, you're getting a free-to-play game anyways. Okay, so next we have Street Fighter. This logo stinks.
Yeah, you pulled it up while I was talking, and I wanted to stop talking about Call of Duty and talk about how awful this is.
Okay, so this on the right, Luke?
Yeah.
Do you know what this is?
No.
What do you think of it when you look at it?
A clothing
generic,
company.
right? Sure. Yeah, clothing company. This is an Adobe free, or it's not a free asset, it's a paid asset. You have to buy this. It's $80.
What?
This is the Street Fighter logo, and people are like, maybe they bought it, and maybe they just changed it enough to say they didn't copy their homework.
Wow.
Do you know why this is extra problematic? Is because these are the logos that Street Fighter fans are used to.
What?
Look how cool those are. Street Fighter 2, 3, 4, and even 5, the one that everybody hated. Those logos are sweet.
Yeah.
And then they come in and they drop this garbage. I mean, this is...
Isn't this also the game announcement that they put off for a week?
Yeah, so not only is this a terrible logo, it's a terrible logo at the end of a 7-day countdown.
Oh my gosh. It's bad.
It's really bad.
Yep.
It's really bad. It's also probably stolen. And
hey,
I don't know.
They probably paid for it.
I don't know.
It's $80.
I don't know. The Adobe guys came out and said, "Yeah, we would have sold it to him." Like
wow.
Yeah, Street Fighter 6.
Yeah.
So the only thing I can think. Okay, 2 things. First thing is this isn't the final logo.
Okay.
But why would you do that after a
that
7-day reveal if the whole reveal is the logo and like
Right.
a teaser? So maybe it is the final logo. Second thing I think is UFC. That might be the angle they're trying to go.
I see.
Because if you watch the teaser, the new kid that was like the last DLC from Street Fighter 5,
yeah.
he's got the UFC look. He's got the gloves.
Okay.
They say USA. Like it's so maybe that's what they're going for, and maybe it'll be more UFC style fighting game, and that could be cool. But man, that logo, that's like offensively bad.
Yeah, it's definitely not good.
That's like me in an afternoon in Photoshop.
Capcom, I've made like 5 logos in my life. I got you. You need somebody to
and they're
redo
probably
it?
all better than this.
Give me a call.
No offense, Adobe.
I'll hook you up. We'll make something happen. I'm cheap too.
Yeah.
Not $80 cheap, but
So yeah, that was borderline tragic. But in other news, we got a PSVR reveal. Would you look at that?
What? So I feel like I've seen this before.
It just came out this week.
So
the controllers were released prior.
Right. So I've seen the controllers.
But I don't think they were white like this. I think they were just all black. So you've got the two-tone from the PS5.
Yep.
Here we have the headset, which it's got kind of the same vibe as the original headset, as far as like that looks like it goes on the top of your head. You know? It looks comfortable. What's neat is the interior is silicone.
Oh, that's nice.
And they're the first headset to actually include that
from Quest 2.
They learned from Quest 2. They learned from Valve. They learned from everybody. That's everyone I know or have heard of gets a silicone insert for their headset. So it looks good. It looks comfortable. This looks like a problem to me, and you can't really see it in what we have up. It's one cable, which is 100 times better than the PSVR original, because it had a whole box that you had to plug in, and you had to route the HDMI into the box and then out of the box into the TV, and then you had to give power to that box, and you had to plug the headset into the box. It was a lot. So down to one cable, that's awesome. The problem with that is it's tethered. It's fully integrated. It doesn't come off. You can't just unplug it.
What?
It doesn't come off. It's like
why?
It's permanently attached to the headset. I don't know, because they are dumb.
That doesn't make any sense. Why would they? Okay, I'm sorry, but also like, why? Maybe this is me talking out of ignorance, but why are we wired? Why are we not wireless?
Well, so it's for, in order to get the fidelity that they want and the speed that they want, the frame rate, they have to.
So, but here's the thing.
Unless they make it a $900 headset.
Quest 2 does it with virtual desktop. It's
only,
literally just,
but it's like 30 frames a second though.
I see. So okay. So but hold on. You should have that option though. You should have the option to run at lower quality and be wireless.
Then
and
I would probably do that option.
The thing with Quest 2 was that you know, you had to be in the same room as your router.
Right.
Like that's what you had to have. So with this, they could just sell a wireless connection device that you plug into the PlayStation, and it could run off that wirelessly. But I'm just not gonna play plugged in.
So here's
also it looks like the cable, like look at it. It looks like it comes down.
Yeah, it comes down.
Now if you want to put in a like tethering system for your cable, the cable needs to go up.
Right.
So, which also
definitely comes down.
Can cause damage or bend it. I don't know. That's my thing with VR is that I'm only gonna play it if it's convenient, and we're just not there yet.
I don't know. One cable, it's a huge step in the right direction, and when you read the specs of this thing, you get some pretty good results. I don't have them in front of me, but it's got like 4K resolution. It's got eye tracking. It's got all kinds of features that everybody wants. And because of that, this is going to be a $500 headset.
Yeah.
The PS5 is $500.
Right.
I wouldn't be shocked if it came in at $600.
No, so honestly though, I don't think that's problematic.
I think that's hugely problematic.
For VR users, I don't think that's problematic.
But that's not the market. The market is non-VR users.
Yeah, I mean, if that, then yeah, I don't think a lot of non-VR users are going to be picking this up.
No
for
way.
$500-600.
No way.
That's not going to.
Yeah, definitely not. If it came in at $400, I would be shocked and amazed, and I would pre-order one immediately.
Yeah.
But I don't think it'll be less.
We don't have a price.
No, not yet.
Okay, so they just revealed the headset.
Yep, just the headset.
All right. So that is going to close us out for the news in the past week. So, Kirk, you're playing Elden Ring. What else have you been playing?
That's pretty much it. I was shiny hunting in Arceus for a little bit, and then I really wanted to play Sifu, but I just didn't.
How does shiny hunting in Arceus work? Because I've heard some interesting stuff about it.
You just chase outbreaks pretty much.
Okay.
And
So are outbreaks similar to community days, like in terms of more spawn rates and higher probability of shining?
kind of community days are like for a couple hours or something like that. But the it's just like a big group spawn, so it'll spawn
Okay.
4 of them. They'll keep respawning, and you'll get maybe 20 shots at it. And it's like 1 in 400, I think,
Oh,
is the
wow.
odds. And then if you have a shiny charm, it's slightly better than that. It's
Okay.
like 1 in 350 or something like that. But you can also just fly around and look for shinies because they appear in the overworld.
Right. Which
And
is
you
awesome.
get
That's super
the
cool.
shiny like ding sound.
Uh-huh.
And if you have the shiny charm, you're flying over a lot of Pokemon all the time. So I've encountered 2 or 3 shinies in the wild just
Oh, that's awesome.
running
That's
around.
super
Yeah.
cool.
So it's a lot easier. And then I wanted to play Seafood, but I didn't have the time between Arceus and Elden Ring. And now I'll probably be on Elden Ring until Kirby. So
Right. I recorded my first YouTube video.
you did.
I did.
Tell us about it.
So I'm gonna start with zombies content because I love zombies content.
What do you mean by zombies content?
Well, just I'll be like a zombies channel basically, just a
Okay.
Call of Duty zombies channel, you know. But specifically, a lot of the stuff that I play is going to be custom zombies maps from Black Ops 3.
I saw your
again,
The Office
love
map.
that, you know. Yep. So The Office
That's
was the first
awesome.
one that I played.
We'll have to play that together.
Now I was super excited about it. I love The Office to death, you know. So there's Easter eggs all over the thing. It was late. I recorded it a week ago after our podcast.
Nice.
And then I go home and my camera dies at like after I was an hour 15 in, camera goes. And it was a decent time though, so I was like, okay, not a big deal. So
Yeah.
I stopped my recording, paused the game, went and listened to it. No audio.
I've had very
Right
similar issues
Before
lately.
I started filming, I muted my desktop audio.
So did you watch my Elden Ring Let's Play?
No, I'm sorry. I meant to. I will watch it.
Okay.
But so anyways. So
when I started my
uh-huh.
Elden Ring, I had the audio going and everything. I did my intro,
yeah.
put on my headset, and the audio switched from the computer to the headset.
Nice.
And then the end of the video, I take my headset off, and the gameplay comes back.
Nice.
Man,
Yeah.
rookie mistake.
And because I had previously I was messing around with just filming and I had muted the desktop audio to make a short little video.
Yeah.
And then so I just did what I did the previous time and did that. So super bummer. I will go back and play it eventually. It's not going to be my first video now though, just because like so much of playing the Dunder Mifflin map was cool because I'm an Office fan
Yeah.
and I experienced it for the first time. And
Yeah.
so but get this is one of the coolest Easter eggs. I don't know how I did it. And I will have to go back and figure it out so I can feature it when I finally do actually record that video. But I'm walking and I'm over by Andy's desk
Okay.
and I hear ring a ding a ding. Ring-a-ding ding, ring-a-ding.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then I'm like looking. I'm like, oh wait a second, and I jump, and it gets louder because the phone's in the
no way.
ceiling.
That's
yeah,
awesome.
How cool is that? The map creator did an awesome job, but I'm gonna be playing Black Ops 3 for a while.
That's really cool.
Custom zombies. I've got a lot of cool custom zombies.
Cool.
Maps.
We'll have to do a
Yeah.
co-stream or something.
Yeah, for sure, absolutely. But yeah, I mean that's really it. And I mean that and Halo, playing some more Halo, working on the weekly challenge. I need one Strongholds match. One. That's all I need. And I
That
played
takes so
at
long.
least 30,
I can't believe
35
they still won't let you pick.
games.
the mode.
Going through just looking for.
I feel like the reason
looking
they
for
don't let you pick the
strongholds.
mode is because they're worried no one will play the different modes. But the thing is, they have challenges for that. That would
Right,
accomplish
yeah,
that.
exactly.
So
And
there
then
should
but
be
there's-
plenty of people
there
playing
are
Strongholds.
some specific modes, and then they give you challenges for those specific modes.
What do you mean?
So like ranked, for instance, you'll get challenges for ranked, or you'll get
Right,
challenges
but I'm
for
saying, like, you can't-
specifically for Team Slayer. You know, so it's
Right,
like
but
if
you
they
can't pick Team Slayer.
you can pick Team Slayer.
Oh, you can't.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
So they added that. So they are
That's
slowly
good.
adding that. They still need more content in the game. Bad.
Yeah.
I saw a tweet popped up on my phone today. It was Halo announces paid DLC for 3 new maps, and I just instantly got pissed off.
Wow.
And I clicked on it. Fake tweet,
Oh,
the
okay.
fake story and everything. Yeah. But I was like, no, you don't get to charge us for 3 more maps after absolutely
I don't
nothing.
think they will. And that being said, I think all of their support going forward will be free.
Yeah, I do too. And but also, so like the Tenari event, the samurai suit event,
Tenrai or whatever.
Yeah, so that will complete its 4th week tomorrow.
Okay.
And then we get 2 more weeks of it. There will be 1 in March and 1 in April.
Oh wow!
And
when is season 1 up? Did you figure that out?
I don't remember exactly when season 1's up. No, but
still a long
they're just
season.
Like they're stretching the content.
I think season 2 will be will be huge. I think they'll add lots of maps. I think Yeah. So I'll probably hop back into it for that. I never finished my season 1 battle pass, which is a shame because I paid for it. But
you got time.
Yeah, I know. I don't have time though. Is the thing.
Yeah.
Playing Elden Ring, and then I gotta get done, and hopefully I'll be able to sneak in some backlog stuff before Kirby, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
All right. Well, got anything else?
I don't have anything. So now we're gonna switch on over to the rest of the podcast, which will be available exclusively on Patreon. But that will be mostly not gaming related. It'll be other things, like we're going to be talking about Star Wars tonight. Our opinions on the Book of Boba Fett and the upcoming shows Obi-Wan and Mando season 3, and just the kind of the state of Star Wars right now. And that'll be exclusive over on our Patreon, which is only $3 and $5 are the 2 tiers.
Yep.
$3 gets you into the Patreon, $5 gets you all the exclusive episodes and bonus content and things like that we'll be doing. But this podcast will be up on YouTube. We'll be doing clips of it on my YouTube channel. I'm sure you'll steal some clips for your channel. We'll have it on TikTok and Instagram and things like that as well. So
absolutely.
I'm just trying to get it out as much as we can and
on,
as many places.
Spotify as well?
Oh, yeah, of course. Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts.
Yep.
As soon as I can get that all worked out, because Apple Podcasts is a pain in the Apple Podcasts, if you know what I'm saying. So we're going to get that all sorted out, but that's all for you guys tonight.
If you use an iPhone, check out our Patreon. Have a good night, everyone.